Today we're going to talk about pool safety, and maintaining your pool over these hot summer months and days coming ahead in Texas. We're going to meet with David Dixon, the owner of Mercedes Pools. David.
Hey.
Hey.
Sneaking up on you. How are you doing?
Good, man. Good.
Oh, it's good to see you. Looking fresh today, ready for some swimming.
Absolutely. Thinking of jumping in the pool here pretty quick
There we
myself.
go. There we go.
Thanks for taking the time to join us. We wanted to just chat about your business, what you're seeing in the market today as far as...
Oh, it's super exciting.
Yeah, right. The heat. This is the heat of your market as well.
It is so hot out here. Everybody wants to get in the pool and get a dip and cool off.
Nice.
So that's super. But you got to have some safety involved. You want to make sure your equipment's running good, make sure you don't have algae, those kinds of things.
If there were one thing that you'd tell a pool owner today, that maybe it's a DIY guy who wants to do it himself, but for safety and for the longevity of the pool, what would you recommend for them?
So the best thing to recommend as far as your weekly maintenance part of it is floaters. All the other things, that ways of sanitizing are gimmicky, and they have pros and cons. I'm not saying that this is the only way to do it, but for DIY, I say I've been doing this since 1984, that my most successful way to do 250 pools a week is with floaters, as opposed to ionization or biguanide or salt systems or any other little jickery that some of these manufacturers come up with.
For those that don't want to take the DIY approach and just don't have the time, don't have the expertise, and quite honestly don't want to get it wrong,
right? So
they have some issues because of that. What do you recommend? And you're in the North Dallas area. You cover Plano, Richardson. Where are the areas that you cover, and what do you recommend?
So the areas that we cover are going to be mostly north of 635 and a little bit over towards Rowlett, a little bit east into Carrollton, but not Louisville, and as far north as 380.
Okay, so you have a pretty big
service. So we got a pretty
area.
good deal. The best thing to recommend to somebody who's just wants somebody to kind of take care of it, just like anything else, you got to manage your household, you got to manage your car, to know when you get your oil changed and those types of things, is to get educated, just enough that you can supervise, whether it's us or a different service provider, be able to manage them and making sure they're checking their chemicals, making sure they're checking pH and alkalinity so it doesn't etch your plaster, because that will shorten the life of your plaster. So you want to make sure you're understanding when they're sending you reports every week that you're watching those things. There's a great app out there. It's called Orinda. They can download that, and instead of just watching ranges, you watch it through LRI, and that will reduce the amount of etching and take out of the plaster and make your plaster last probably twice as long.
Nice.
So those are some good things.
Now, do you reach out to your clients and give them weekly or monthly updates as far as where they're at next scheduled service, and if there's any other issues as they pop up throughout the year?
That's a great question, Kelly. So what we do is we set them up on a weekly basis. So let's say that client is every Tuesday at 12 o'clock. We come every single Tuesday, and not every service is the same. So we may be, one of the ones that do it if they use a product called Pool Track. It sends you a notice that we've arrived at the pool. It also sends you a notice when we leave, and then in between that, you get a picture of the pool, picture of the baskets were empty, the picture of the spa was clean, picture of the filter gauge, and then of course we write down, here's your chlorine, your cyanuric, your alkalinity, your pH, your stabilizers.
Wow.
All of that is included in the report, and that's why you want to be educated to know what those are. And then it says, okay, we shocked so much, we put so many tablets in, so much baking soda or whatever. And then below that, it'll have, we skimmed it, we brushed it, we vacuumed it, we emptied the baskets. Here's the filter pressure, here's things, and here's what we checked on this week. Maybe we checked the lights this week. Maybe next week we checked, make sure the heater's working, make sure there's no leaks, those types of things. So you really want somebody that's going to be looking out for your interest. You figure a pool nowadays is running about $155,000. And I put it to anybody who would go and buy a Corvette for $155,000. That'd be cream of the crop Corvette right now for a C8. Are they just going to drop it off with anybody down here at City Garage? I would think differently, that you're going to want to know the best Corvette mechanic in the Dallas area, or most qualified, and that they're going to give you a report. Here's what's going on with your car, and that's what we do every week.
Nice. So not only Mercedes service for the pools, but you give them the feedback. You really know. So if you have clients that are literally working anywhere around the world, they get an update of what's going on, pictures, all the specifics, all the details on a monthly basis. Do you service the pools monthly or weekly, or how does that work?
Pools are always going to be serviced every week because you got to have chlorine.
Okay.
So shock only lasts about 24 hours.
Okay.
And then your tablet, which is your maintenance, trichlor, once it's introduced or eroded, not the tablet, but just as it layers like an onion down, each layer only lasts about maybe 70 to 80 hours. So it's got multi-layers. So as it dissolves and layers on down, one tablet, you put 3 to 4 tablets a week in most pools. Those are going to last you just about maybe 6 days max. And then you're ready to, on the 7th day, re-up.
Nice.
So
fantastic. Now, how long has Mercedes Pool been in business? How long have you been doing
we were
this?
established in 1994. My grandfather moved here to Plano, Texas in 1954.
Wow.
To 17th and Avenue K area. There was a Dairy Queen at 14th and Avenue K right on that corner. There's an apartment building there now. And I grew up, and so coincidentally, and by no design, my mother and uncle graduated from Plano High School. I graduated from Plano High School. My 2 kids graduated from Plano High School. And now I got grandkids in Plano schools.
Wow.
So it's just a nice place to grow up. It really is.
It really is. Great area.
It's a nice area. And I've been in the Spring Creek and Croyd area now almost 25 years.
Nice. Well, I want to thank you for the time, David. I know you're super busy. I think you mentioned over 250 pools on a weekly basis.
Yes, sir. We got a lot of pools going on. And we look forward to another update, and maybe we can get a little deeper with the next interview.
Sure. And what's your saying?
If it's not Mercedes clean, it's a dirty shame.